As we get underway, the ref for today, Carl Dunnage, blows his whistle, and it's all begun here in Basildon. Hashtag United versus White Ensign. Let's go. So White Ensign with the ball in the early exchanges. Good ball down this right-hand side. Stampy, though, is going to come and cover. Gets it over to the new boy, Will Putt. Sends it down the line to Harry Honesty, wins the flick on to Neil Richmond. It's going to be a hashtag throw. Thrown by Harry Honesty towards Dan Brown. Possession regained by White Ensign. Although it comes to Ryan Adams here on the edge of the box. Flicks it over his head towards Neil Richmond, who hits it first time from a tight. I mean, that's a difficult angle to get a shot off, right, Wes?
I like the attempt, but yeah, difficult technique to pull off.
Something you've got in your locker?
If you give me 100 times.
That's the thing. At semi-pro level, you do not get 100 times. We've got a decent attendance in the crowd here, as well as Jack Harrison, the skipper, come to watch, who's obviously injured. I can see the likes of Jake Tillett from Hashtag Academy. I can see Paul Nash. I can see Daniel Adji and Alex Danovsky. Danovsky's injured. Daniel Adji didn't get in the squad for today, but I'm sure he'll get a chance soon. We also see Dave Hopwood as well, new signing for the Sunday League team.
Very solid midfielder there.
Yeah,
good addition.
Keep a lookout for him in the Sunday League content that will be coming on the channel, as well, of course, as this first team and first class content. It's a lovely view we've got here, Wes, of these sort of forests in the background. We could be in Hawaii right now.
The pitch isn't too close, but yeah, lovely scenery.
Bit of a London Stadium setup here with the athletics track around the ground. And, I mean, Basildon is often compared to Hawaii, in fairness. It happens a lot. Right. Hashtag got the ball down this right side. Ryan Adams gets past his man. The ref's blown up for a free kick. No advantage played there, Wes.
No advantage. Could have played on. Looked like Ryan was through there in the end.
Yeah, there's a chance for sure. It looked like his marker had a bit of pace to keep up with him, but the boys are complaining because Ryan was pretty much in their box and had no one in front of him. But the ref's gone back for the free kick. It's a difficult one. We talked about it last game about when the advantage should be played, when it shouldn't. And it's a hard job being a ref. But this is going to be a free kick whipped in by Matt Carter. He's got Sam Adams with his hand up in the box. Got the likes of Dan Brown and Marcus Stamp in there as well, of course. Not a bad ball, but it's a good header from the White Ensign defender. Comes to Harry Honesty here, who plays it out left here to Ricky Evans, who whips it back in the box. Cleared, though, by the defender. How have you found the step up to semi-pro, where he's obviously not in the squad today? Got some new competition in centre mid with the likes of Ricky Evans. Tekka's been reinvented as a centre mid as well. You finding it challenging?
It's some great additions come into the team. It's been good to do a proper pre-season. I've never done the fitness side. It's normally just been a five-a-side match if we ever trained. So yeah, really enjoyed the pre-season. Hoping to keep battling, pushing my teammates and hopefully get on the pitch some point in the season.
I'm sure we'll see that soon. As Stampy has a little bit of a wrestling match here against his man. Does well to come away with the ball, not once but twice. Finds Ricky Evans, who pokes it through, but it's cut out again to Stampy, though, who looks for a ball down the channel to Dan Brown. He's got a bit of work to do to keep it in, and the defender does well there to just shepherd it out of play for White Ensign. So what would we be looking at here, Wes? Are we hoping for, obviously, 3 points would be our first 3 points, our first win at this level, but would a draw be a good result considering they are top of the league right now?
I think we want to get them 3 points on the board, but yeah, 1 point against top of the league can't be bad at this stage of the season.
Wes and I actually went on a little bit of a scouting mission on Wednesday night. Went to watch another game from the league. We watched Braintree Town Reserves against Wivenhoe, and we actually bumped into the player manager of White Ensign there, Brett Munyard, I should say. Sorry, lovely chap. Had a nice chat with him. Only 26 years old, player manager at White Ensign. So doing quite well. He's on the bench as well, so we might see him come on a little bit of a Glenn Hoddle moment.
Yeah, he's obviously taking it seriously, popping down to check out the competition. Really good standard, both Braintree and Wivenhoe. Good game to watch. The Braintree number 8 was tearing it up. Yeah,
he was very decent. We've actually got both those teams in the coming weeks as well. I think we're going to be Wivenhoe at home. It's our second home game, first Saturday home game next week, and then Braintree shortly after that. But it is White Ensign on the ball here on the left side, and he's got past his marker, closed down by Kane, the new right back. So we've got Kane and Triple H on the pitch for hashtag today. We've got wrestlers all over the shop. Throw-in down the line. Player obviously can't be offside. And he's been squared up against by Sam Adams, backed up by his brother Ryan. But it's still this man from White Ensign on the ball, who gets the ball to number 4, flicks it into the box. Stampy with a header, hit on the volley, and Andy will catch that one. No problem.
First touch for AJW in that lovely green and white away goalkeeper kit.
It's a lovely kit, isn't it? Although it is ACW now. I stand corrected.
Apologies.
He's got a name change. We'll just call him Andy for easier sake, shall we? He's done well there, Andy. And Ryan Adams flicks the ball over to Richo. Doesn't make it. Ricky Evans wins the header. Sent over the top by White and Ensign. Off for a throw-in, though. Not much between the two teams in these opening stages. No one's really had a clear chance just yet. Richo wins the header. Looking to find DB. What do you think of this strike partnership? 70 years old between them. 35 years old each they are.
I think there's definitely potential for 70 goals between them this season as well.
I'll hold you to that as I drop my phone on the floor there. Yeah, I mean, I'd take less than 70 to be fair. But yeah, 70 years young they are. Lots of experience, I'd say. Always a ball over the top here, but the player is offside. The other player might not have been. The lad coming from the left. But he was interfering ultimately, the guy that's gone through. I think it's number 7 there, is it? Number 9, sorry. That is Liam Sewell, the striker that's found himself in an offside position there.
Very tight, but good line from the boys, especially with the two new boys and the wing backs.
Well, we've got to talk about this. I mean, Stampy and Sam Adams aren't particularly experienced as a centre-back pair as it is, but to have a new right-back and new left-back either side, who I'm sure are decent, they come from a decent level. We actually played against both of them in the pre-season at Tilbury a few weeks ago. But yeah, a bit of a challenge that for the defence, having not played together before. As Richo heads the ball back into the box. Keeper does well to get his hands on it, though. And that's what we can get with Richo, isn't it? It's a target man. Obviously not the kind of strike partnership we're used to. We're used to having DB and Ryan, who are more about work rate and getting in behind. With Richo, we've got a bit more of a natural target man. How does that change the way Hashtag need to play?
I think with having Ryan out on the right, there's maybe a bit more time for the defenders. They're not harassed like Ryan normally does. But the addition of Harry Honesty, good chance for Richo and Dan Brown to be holding the ball up and playing in Harry on the left wing.
Andy throwing it out to Will Putt. It's Putt. Will Putt. It's really caused me problems, that name. Sorry, Will. Will Putt at left back. And he's going to come over to Stampy here. He's got time. No one really that close to him. He's happy to use his left foot, Stamper. We saw him have a little bit of a shambolic moment in that friendly at Bournemouth there of his left foot. But there's no doubt he's got a good left foot on him, as well as the right foot, obviously. And it's good that didn't knock his confidence in continuing to use that weaker foot.
Yeah, he's been one of the standout performers in my eyes, even ever since that hiccup in Bournemouth. Been playing really well, very solid. Tuesday night he was unbelievable.
Yeah, made a lot of recovery tackles for us. He's still relatively new to men's football as well. Only 20 years old, Stampy, so a huge future ahead of him. It's going to be another throw here for Hashtag, which Will Putt is going to put into the box. Not a bad throw. Richo tries to win it, but it's headed by the White Ensign defender as far as Ricky Evans, who takes it down his left knee, tries a shot on his right foot, although White Ensign can come away with it now. Hashtag need to close down. Great recovery work from Ricky, and a big tackle in there. Well done. And then this man, though, the left back, picks it up again, fizzes it in quite high, chest high to number 23 there, which is John Hillard, unable to control it. Dan Brown now giving the left back some problems, and he gets the ball off him. Flicks it into Richo. Richo's touch takes him past his player. There's a lot of red shirts around him. Goes back to Ryan Adams. Back to Richo again, looking to flick it to Ryan. It's good football down the right-hand side as Ryan Adams puts it towards the back stick. Harry Honesty was there, gets ahead to it, but it was just too far away from him, wasn't it, Wes? He couldn't keep it on target.
Yeah, very close. Good chance there. Great link-up play by Ryan and Richo on the right-hand side.
So decent start from Hashtag. Let's talk about the start to the season for Hashtag. Losing the first game, perhaps unlucky to do so. 2-1 up, against Little Oakley. Missing the penalty to go 3-1 up, and then ultimately losing in the last 10 minutes, 3-2. Then a draw on Tuesday night. If you haven't seen it, check out the video. You can see the highlights package, and there's a link in the comments and the description to the full 90 minute if you want to check it out, against Hackney Wick on Tuesday night. So a loss and a draw for Hashtag so far. Oh, Dan Brown's gone through here, but he is offside, and you back him to finish it, which he does, and that's good for his confidence, but it's offside. It's not going to count. That's twice now in 2 games Dan Brown's put the ball in the back of the net, and it's not counted, Wes.
He had an unbelievable pre-season as well, only making it out for 2 games, but getting a hat-trick in both of them.
Surely it's only a matter of time before he opens his account in the Eastern Senior League. And we'll talk about White Ensign's opening as well. So they drew their opening game 3-3. They were 3-1 up early in the second half against Harwich and Parkston. and actually got a red card to Connor Barmby, who I think is one of their more talented attacking players, and they ended up drawing the game 3-3, which, speaking to their player manager Brett about in the week, obviously he wasn't too happy with that. And then on the Tuesday night, they had their first home game ever here at Basildon Sporting Village against Burnham Ramblers, and they came out 3-0 victors, and what sounds like it was a fairly comfortable victory. And that man, Connor Barmby, did score 2 of them, who is banned today. So they've probably got someone deputising for him. I'm assuming he's a striker. I must admit I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming he's a striker. And so they're looking to get up to 7 points today of a win against Hashtag. That would put them top of the league as well, to keep them up there. If Hashtag win, though, we'd be up there joint points with White Ensign, and we'd be in and around the top places, which shows you just how open this league is.
Yeah, lots of draws as well at the start of the season, which has kept everyone packed in together. Like you said, no one with maximum points yet.
So there is a player we should look out for, who's actually, as I look at the squad, he's actually not in the squad. So not only are they missing Connor Barmby, there's a player called Dominic Locke for White Ensign, who's also got 2 in 2. Again, obviously a danger, but he's not in the squad today, so I'm not sure if he's injured. As the ball comes into the box, and he had to have safe hands on that one, and he did. It's a decent delivery into the box from the White Ensign player there. And he's going to send it forward, though, with his boot. He finds Richo, tries to get it to DB, struggling to make that ball stick up top for Hashtag right now. Yeah, so no Connor Barmby and no Dominic Locke. 3 goals and 2 goals between them. Oh no, I'm telling a lie. Dominic Locke is playing. I smell it. I think the person who put the team down actually missed the E off his name, so I didn't see that one. Dominic Locke is playing, so number 11.
And he's on the ball now.
Yeah, number 11 is Dominic Locke. He's got 2 goals in 2 games for White Ensign, so you see their danger man coming in from that left-hand side. We need to keep an eye on him. That's the thing with this live commentary, Lark, Wes. We're getting used to it. We're making mistakes. I say we, me. Dom Locke is playing. Sorry, Dom. Nick. ACW is going to take this goal kick here. Who's he going to aim at? Richo, I imagine. He's going to make it into the White Ensign half, but it's cleared by their left back. Ricky Evans gets a touch to it, but doesn't keep the ball, and this man can regroup now for White Ensign. Harry Honesty, though, is going to put some pressure on. It's a good turn from their right back there, number 12, Chris Howard. Keeper sends it up. Needs to be a winner there for Will. He actually misses the ball. Stampy's going to come round, though. Send it back up the line on his left foot, which the keeper, I think, will come and get, but Richo's going to put some pressure on him. It's a lovely day here in Basildon. It's about 23 degrees right now. I've had a lot of rain last few days, which was much needed for the surfaces here. Sam Adams, oh, he missed the header there. Kane Brogan gets something on it. Sam then recovers with a header. Ricky Evans heads it on one more time, but Hashtag not able to keep the ball. And White Ensign are going again here. This player gets it around Matt Carter, but Will Putt heads the ball back towards Matt Carter. Hashtag just need to get the ball on the ground and make it stick. It's a small pitch here. It's not a particularly big one. Harry Honesty doing well to get the ball back for us, sending it back to Marcus Stamp. Stampy trying to find Ricky Evans, but good pressing game from the number 23 there, which is John Hillard for White Ensign. It's going to come to Ricky Evans here. Tries to find Richo. The final pass just not been quite as good, and Hashtag always seem to look quite rushed at the moment. As the ball comes over the top here, chance for this man on the left. It is Dominic Locke, the man has got 2 goals in 2 games for White Ensign. Gets the ball in, Sam Adams gets something on it. There's a lot of players lining up on the edge of the box. Oh, that shot looked like it caused Andy some problems. He was slow to get down. Luckily it was off target, Wes.
Yeah, Dominic Locke looking lively. Seems to prefer his right foot cutting inside, so we'll have to shut that down.
Best chance of the game so far for White Ensign, and maybe for either team. And as I was saying earlier, Hashtag, we need to get a little bit better at keeping that ball composed, you know. And we are new to the level. There's a lot of good footballers at this level. We're trying to work out what's the most effective way to attack and play around them, of course. But it feels like one characteristic which is carried on from Chapter 1 is that tendency to look for the ball over the top to DB and maybe not out-possession teams.
And the games I've seen at this level, a lot of it comes down to that. It's about fighting, battling for those long balls. As much as we'd like to be playing fancy football, it's not always possible.
Also, the 4-4-2 formation we're using today changes things, right? You know, when you've only got 2 in the middle, often outnumbered. I think we are today by the looks of things. It looks like they've got a couple in there with a man behind the striker in number 10, which is Luke Skinner for White Ensign. They could be matching us with a 4-4-2 as well. But usually, most teams these days tend to play 3 in the middle, which means if you've got the 2, you're outnumbered, and the defence is naturally going to look to bypass the midfield and go through to the attacking players.
And we played the majority of pre-season with 3 in the middle. Devs has switched to this 4-4-2 after the first home game, and there must be something that he sees in it. I know that the wingers got a lot more involved, maybe not so much going through the middle.
It's a ball here. Andy needs to come and deal with it. It's a nice clearance from Andy. They're looking for these balls through the middle a lot, aren't they, White and Ensign? As I say, they've got the extra man in there, I think. Good work here, though. It comes to Harry Honesty. Harry Honesty on his left foot. Can he whip it in? Can he get a touch on it? It's not a bad ball. Keeper has to get a hand to it. Not very confidently. Oh, what? It's not a save. It's gone in, but it's been disallowed again. I think a foul was given against Richo in the box. It's a great finish from Richo. I thought it was an unbelievable save from the keeper. It went over the line, but for the second time in this game, we're only 15 minutes in, we've put the ball in the back of the net twice, and neither have counted.
That was a David De Gea-esque save from the keeper.
Well, attempted save.
Attempted save.
Ryan's going to head that one back. Ricky Evans now going to get something on it. Sam Adams came for the same ball. Need better communication between the two here. Harry Honesty, we want to test him against this man, don't we? Because he's very good on the ball, and he's taking it past number 12. He's complaining. He's found DB now. He's going to go off for a corner. Is it not a corner? Given a foul, I think. Not sure exactly what the ref's given there. Either went off for a goal kick off us, or ref's gone back for a foul. There's a lot of complaints coming from the White Ensign crowd here. Decent crowd today, I'd say. Maybe close to 150, 200 people here. That number 12, who had a bit of a face-off with Harry Honesty there, his name's Chris Howard. He was not happy, was he?
It looked like Harry might have used his arms, but got past him. Ref didn't flag for it.
It's going to be a goal kick then for White Ensign. You have to be relatively happy if you're Devs right now with the start. Put the ball in the back of the net twice. Okay, neither counted, perhaps for good reason. But we're in and amongst it. We're getting the chances. They've only had one really half-decent one. Encouraging.
Looking solid at the back. Not many chances for White Ensign. We're creating a few.
You got to get used to the commentator's curse, Wes. You might have hurt us there. Don't ever say things like that. Hopefully we are solid though. It's going to be don't Stampede. Oh. Remember what happened last time? Just let the keeper take it. Do not. I mean, flashes of Bournemouth there. AJW picks out Ryan Adams. It's going to be a hashtag throw-in. Two new boys at left back and right back. Not done anything too bad so far. They're looking okay.
Not much involvement, especially down on the right wing. Will Putt's had a few bits. Done well, made some short passes, but looking solid.
If we interview Will Putt at any point and he says something really good, we'll have to say that's very well put by Will Putt.
Plenty of puns.
That is hard to get out, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Throw in here, which is going to be taken by Kane Brougham. I thought it'd be pronounced Brougham, but apparently he tells me there's a hard G in there. So it's Brougham, or Brougham. Could be Brougham, to be fair. We're just going to call you Kane, mate, because it goes with the wrestler theme we've got going on with Triple H. So Kane's about to throw one in. I wonder if he's got a brother we call The Undertaker. What's the hold up here? Right, we're back in play. Matt Carter looks for it short, but Kane's going to throw it into the box. Can we get the win? A big header from the big centre-back, and ref's gone with another push against Richo. He's not liking Richo up there, is he, the ref?
They're light. I don't know if there's been a few offsides or all of these have been fouls, but he seems to be a bit whistle-happy.
Yeah, not letting the game play. Hopefully that's not something that will continue, but he's got a much better view than us right now. We're stationed kind of adjacent with Andy right now in the far corner flag of where the goalie is about to kick this ball. So second half we'll have a good view of hashtag attacks. But right now we're relying on my eyesight, which we've proved from last game isn't great, as I kept getting Matt Carter and Tekers mixed up. Got my glasses on from kickoff today. DB finds Ryan Adams here on the right hand side. Ryan's going to keep it in. Closed down by a player. Looks to get into DB, who tries to control it at a tight angle. DB puts it back inside. Big touch from the keeper there to take it away from Richo. And now White Ensign are going out the other end, but Stampy clears it, and that's what Stampy does. Big chance, Wes.
That is the link-up we've seen for the last 2 years. Ryan Adams, Dan Brown. Beautiful.
So close to a goal there. DB almost picking out Richo. I feel like there could be a partnership growing between those two, or it's offside. It's different for Ryan, who's spent obviously almost every of his 50-odd games for Hashtag up front traditionally. He'd be, if he's going to get put through, he'd be in the centre, be ready to get shot off or just play a really quick sideways pass to DB. Now he's coming from that right-hand side. He's got a bit more work to do against the fullback to then deliver across into a problem area rather than a specific player.
And I think with Richo's movement, you have seen him drop him out on the right, so there are opportunities for Ryan to cut inside.
Ricky Evans has hit one there. He's backed himself in the dropping ball on his left foot, and if he was to score that, then would be going mental. But meanwhile, the goalkeeper's had a shocker of a drop kick there, and it's come straight to Will Putt, a left back, who's floated it in towards Neil Richmond, who's offside once again. Need to work on this line. That was a let off for White Ensign with a poor goal kick. I see Joe Hale in the fans there, friend of the club, plays with us on Monday nights. Matt Stevens as well, brother of James Stevens. Matt Creasy, Ansley, also friends of the club, all players for Mongolian Horses. Well, you may see the two Matts, Matt Stevens, Matt Creasy, in Sunday League action for us this year. Ryan Adams has got something to chase here against number 14, Thando Moyo, who clears it well and very high into the Hashtag half. Stampy heads it back towards Ryan Adams. He's going to try and keep that on, but it was just bouncing too high. You can make a great team out of the fans for Hashtag today on the side here. We've got Daknovsky, we've got Nash, we've got Jack, we've got Jake Tillett, loads of players.
Solid 11 there.
Okay, it's going to be a free kick for White Ensign. They're going to take it down this line. It's a poor delivery, straight off the pitch. We love that. Get the ball back quickly. Decent. Got some questions that I'm going to throw at you throughout the game, Wes. I had some of my own and also some from Twitter. I'll start off with some of my own. What have you found different playing under Devs? Obviously, there's training now, which is a relatively new addition for us. But in terms of games, you'd previously been under my player management. Yeah, you don't have to be that nice to me. You can tell the truth. Hello, chance though. Ball drops to DB in the box, causing problems. Going to be cleared. Yeah. What's the main difference you found working with Devs?
It's good to have someone that's done it, been there, and can give you advice on your personal game as well as the strategy as a team. A lot of fitness work pre-season. Devs obviously came in and saw that was an area that we needed to focus on. So we did a few tactical, strategic training sessions towards the end, but a lot of it was fitness and was very tough. But yeah, loving the guidance under the new manager, hoping to be picked soon, get my chance.
Definitely, I'm sure we'd love to see the White Kante in action at some point. And it's in the middle of the park now in Wes's domain for White Ensign. Will Putt gets there. Matt Carter turns back and then turns back again. Nicely done, gets a free kick for his troubles. What have we made of Matt Carter so far? Obviously, sent him another person that's come in to add some competition for you. Played at a very high level with West Ham and Charlton youth teams. Have you been impressed with him in the first 3 games, Wes?
You can definitely see the quality when he's on the ball. Him and Tekkers, I think, although it's not really their style of play, they battled well against Hackney last Tuesday. So yeah, very impressed. I'm sure there's big things to come. I would like to see him getting a bit further up the pitch and maybe influencing things in the last third. Yeah,
I mean, it's always hard when you come in. He didn't know any of the players really. He's that James Stevens' brother-in-law. And so we knew him through James. I'd met him a number of times, played with him in kind of just kickabouts. But yeah, he's slowly getting settled in, as a lot of the new players are, I think. We've actually got a team social tonight. Sugar Hut, Brentwood, we're coming for you. And hopefully that's going to help, bond things together as Ricky Evans gives away a free kick. Looking forward to the social?
Yeah, we just need something to celebrate, don't we? Point or free would do.
I mean, if we don't get anything from this game, are we even still going?
Is it refundable, the tables?
No, I've paid for them. They're bloody expensive. So we're going either way, but we'll enjoy it.
It might just be you on the table.
It might just be me on my own, crying. Let's hope not. And the signs are good so far from the game for Hashtag, but White Ensign have got a free kick in a reasonably troublesome area. It's going to be whipped in on the right foot of this man with the white boots. He's got number 8 to aim at, who looks a bit of a target man. Number 13 as well as a big lad. That's David Limber as the ball comes in. And it goes towards 13. And he comes, though, gets his hands on it. and keeps hold of it, and that's what we like to see from Andy. Cade Watts. Remember the name. The new name. And it's been given offside against DB there. Lots of offsides for Hashtag and for both teams so far. It's a small pitch. Is that something to do with it?
It's a small pitch. I suppose you can't get called offside unless you're attacking and making runs through, so it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Just giving Dave Hopwood a wave there. He said I need to get better at commentary. He watched the last game. I said I'm enjoying commentary. He went, yeah, you need to get better at that on WhatsApp. So cheers for that, Dave, for listening. If you're watching the full 90. Some players warming up on the other side. Talk about the Hashtag bench, actually. Charlie Morley, Aaron Couch, Farai Tsingano, Lee Hersey, Rich Beck, all on there. And he needs to come and get this. It's bounced short. And he does eventually get it, though. And that dry pitch really worked against us there. The ball had no bounce on it whatsoever. Ball over to Dan Brown from Ryan. Loses the ball, though. White Ensign, they're going to play it down. They're looking for these balls over the top a lot. And he's come and chested it. Oh, it's dangerous. Guy's got a foot to it. Will needs to do something just to make sure it goes out. It does. It's a goal kick. Was that a little bit of a haphazard moment there from Andy?
I think Andy was caught in two minds. He didn't know whether he was in or outside the area, but we managed to deal with it, and we've got lucky with that one, I think.
The thing with Andy is he's a footballer first. You know, he played outfield for most of his career, and I think he was comfortable chesting it there. But sometimes it's just dangerous to do that in that area. Maybe just head it away. But he wants to bring the ball down because he knows he's got the control. But when you're the last line of defence, it's a bit risky. Speaking of last line of defence, Marcus Stamp. He's going to send it towards Ryan Adams, who tries to use his body to get the other side of his defender, Thando Moyo. It's a tight match so far, you have to say. Quite well matched, the two teams. Good little touch from Matt Carter there. Ref lets it play. It's going to come through to Ricky Evans, who finds Neil Richmond. I feel like Richo tries to do a lot of things on the first touch. Seems to be a habit of his. Ryan Adams comes in. Finds Dan Brown, trying to get in front of his man there. It's that man number 13, David Limber, who actually kicked it off Dan Brown. And so he's got a White Ensign throw-in. Hashtag doing a little bit better around the box, trying to keep it, but it's all one-touch flicks, isn't it? There's not a lot of composure. We haven't got a lot of space.
There's not a lot of space on this pitch. Haven't really got the ball down and played with it yet. So maybe first touch and the flicks is the right strategy.
And it's come through to Richo here. Got Ryan Adams to the right of him. He tries to find him, and once again, that left back, Thando Moyo, gets the ball and finds the danger of man, Dominic Locke. The ball's sent back towards Stampy. He needs to deal with it. He does do it. Those long legs getting there before the oncoming striker. Will Putt gets the ball, or gets a touch on it. That's a high, maybe risky tackle from the midfielder there, who got hurt in the process. I'm not sure who's fouled who. I'm not sure what way the ref's given it, but it's quite a high challenge from the lad, wasn't it?
He definitely caught Harry Honesty with his studs there.
We have to get some treatment from Stevie CB. It is a little bit reckless, and considering how much the ref stopped play for seemingly nothing incidents, I'm very surprised he let play go on. Is that one of those ones? It's number 8 who did the challenge. His name's Jake McWee. Is that one of those ones where you do a foul, you realise, so you pretend you're injured afterwards, or is he actually hurt?
I think he might have got a bit of comeuppance afterwards with one of the Hashtag players getting even with him. But Stevie CB's on now. Harry stayed down. Got Charlie and Couchy warming up that are not bad replacements. Good to have Couchy back in the fray.
Yeah, Aaron Couch was away last game, and as a result, I'm imagining one of the reasons he's not starting today. Still got impressed though. He got a goal in his first game, of course, but he's a new player. Showed some really good signs in pre-season at moments. In this formation, obviously, if we're going to go 4-4-2, he'd probably be best suited as a wide man, but we may change formation as the game goes on. Charlie Morley unlucky not to get any time against Hackney Wick. We talked about that in the 90-minute commentary. We may see him today, we may not. It's a difficult one, isn't it, for the young players like Charlie, because there's no doubt he's got potential. There's no doubt he's got potential. At this level, he could do damage over the years, I think, but he needs game time. At the same time, he's being judged on results, and he's got some tried and tested players that have played at this level that Charlie hasn't really. So, you know, when do you introduce him? When do you risk it? Do you need to be up a few goals or behind a few goals before you get him in, or do you trust him? I guess Charlie still needs to earn that trust.
He definitely has the raw talent, probably one of the biggest potentials in the whole team. Just needs that experience, bit more game time, but he's what, 21?
Yeah, I think 21 years old, Charlie, so lots of time to make an impact in this team. He's shown a great attitude throughout pre-season, making the journey. Obviously lives down the south coast in Seaford Way, so it's a long old journey for him to these games. We appreciate it. We appreciate all our players coming. People like Daniel Adji coming today, who's in the provisional 18-man squad but didn't make the bench, and he's had a great attitude about it. We've been getting him some time in the Sunday team and the friendlies as well, trying to keep him match fit. Got a couple of goals in our friendly in the week we both played in. We had an 8-2 win in the week. Adji got 2. George Valentine got 2, including one absolute screamer.
Absolute screamer. Check out his Twitter for that goal. His mum got it on camera.
Charlie Morley got one. Could be an own goal, we could say.
I gave away a penalty, which was dubious.
Yes, Wes gave away a penalty. Very light. Shocker, really, from the ref in that game. And Ryan Barker, third choice keeper at the moment, actually made a save, but the player scored the rebound. We actually got a penalty, and you would never believe who took it. He's on the sidelines supporting today, Nash.
Won it and took it.
I've never seen Paul Nash, in 20 years of playing football with him, never seen him score a goal in any kind of football. Small-sided games, 11-a-side. He took a penalty. Did he score it? Of course he did. Down the middle. Sent the keeper the wrong way with the eyes. Anyway, back to this game here. As Kane heads it back, Sam Adams also gets a push in the back as well whilst heading that one away. Ref plays on though. Ryan Adams sends it high towards the on-running DB and Harry Honesty. Will Putt's touch evades him, but it comes back to him after Stampy recovers, and Will's going to send it into a danger area, but this pitch again is short. If you put too much on your passes, they're going to go through to the keeper. Over the half an hour mark now in this first half. Stampy heads the ball into the white Ensign half. It's headed back, but Ryan Adams returns it, and it's a little bit of tennis match at the moment as it goes back and forth. It's good work from this man through the middle for white Ensign, and they're not scared to be physical. Throws his hands in the air in protestation that he was fouled. Number 10 there. That's Luke Skinner. Would you have given that, Wes?
I'm not sure if he gave it for the tackle by Ricky or the arms from Ryan. Probably Ryan pulling him back slightly.
So they've got a free kick here. They had one in a very similar area. They look to pick out number 13, who's currently standing in an offside position, but will adjust himself. That's David Limber. He's going to go towards the back stick, towards Limber again. Andy gets a punch on it, and it's going to be a corner. First corner of the game for White Ensign.
Great punch by Andy. If you come there, you've got to get your hand to it, and he did well.
He's clearly the target, isn't he, that number 13. David Limber is a big lad, centre-back.
Unlucky for some.
Yeah, number 13, Jacko not here today. Andy and Jacko are kind of sharing goalkeeper duties this year. Ball whipped in by number 23. Stampy gets a head on it. Falls to a man at the back stick who takes a touch. Sam Adams closes him down. He comes inside. Deflected away by Matt Carter. And then cleared by Will Putt. If that was on target, well, it was on target. If that had got past Matt Carter, it could have caused a problem.
Yeah, brave from Matt there. You sometimes worry even getting a touch on it because you might send it the wrong way of the keeper. But well played from Matt getting in the way of that shot.
Putting his body on the line is what we like to see. It is a throw-in, though, for White Ensign. Thrown into this number 10. Is he going to turn back to the throw? He tries to take on... Oh, it stayed on. I thought that went off. We've got a good view of it here. It's a chance! And it's gone over. I thought it went off, personally. We're looking right down that line, Wes. What did you think?
I'm on the line, and I don't think it did. The boys seemed to stop and put their hands up there. I need to keep going to the whistle.
Oh, OK, so you're saying it was stayed in?
It was on. Goal line technology right here.
Wes, the goal line technology no one ever wanted. It is a corner, though, again, I think, for White Ensign. That was a good chance. They've had 2 chances in the space of a few minutes here.
He had support as well, could have squared it, but decided to go for the shot.
Luckily it was deflected, because otherwise that could have been going in the roof of the net. Here is the corner then from White Ensign. It's a good ball into the middle. 13 gets a head on it. Oh, and it's cleared off the line by Will Putt on his debut. I tell you what, Will, if you keep doing things like that, you'll be very popular. That was going in.
That was a goal line clearance. Well played, Will.
Coming in again. They're aiming at that number 13, David Limber, every time. And he's winning most of his duels. Stampy, though, won that one. And now Harry Honesty is on the right-hand side. Looks to have swapped with Ryan, actually. Interesting change. I don't know if that's just coming out of the free kick or if that's a permanent switch. It's a free kick for hashtag.
good to have a break in play. That's definitely the first bit of sustained pressure that we've seen this match.
I mean, they had 2 or 3 chances that easily could have been a goal there. Little bit of luck road, but some good clearances and putting their body on the line by the likes of Matt Carter and Will Putt. And Will's going to get on the end of that one. Sends it back to a white Ensign player though. Number 9 trying to get in behind, trying to time his run. Comes to this man in the middle. Good little 1-2. Back to number 4. Is he going to whip it in? Oh, it's a good tackle though from Will Putt. We like that. Number 4 for white Ensign is Gavin Pauletti. Bit of culture there, bit of Italian culture perhaps, I'm guessing. Maybe South American. Maybe just from Basildon. Throw in now. Taken by number 12. Comes back to 12 here. Ryan Adams closed it down. It comes off his own player though, and it will be a goal kick for Andy. About 10 minutes left of this first half. Still 0-0, tight. I'd say in the opening 30 minutes, Hashtag looked better, having put the ball in the back of the net twice, both disallowed. But in the last 5, they've come alive, haven't they, White Ensign?
Yeah, we had a good start as well earlier in the week against Hackney. First 15 minutes was all us, so we've repeated that. Hopefully we can sustain it and ride this wave of pressure.
Cleared by White Ensign, picked out number 11. Good work though from Kane at right back to get the challenge ahead of his man. Kane and Will have done well last few minutes. They've come into the game a bit more defensively, helped us out there with that clearance off the line.
Not easy to step into a new team, especially in the back four where organisation is everything.
And there's still, maybe more than anywhere else on the pitch, massive opportunities for players on the fringes to come into this back four. I don't think Devs has kind of worked out what his best defence is yet. We're still waiting for Tom Williams to come back, or I'm sure he's going to be part of that, as experienced as he is. But I think there's a right back spot potentially up for grabs, maybe one of the centre back spots. Jack Harrison obviously still to come back, and you have to say Stampy has done a great audition to be the partner for Jack when Jack does come back.
We've had some injury problems. I'm sure Dev wants to get that back four set so that they can start gelling together.
Sam Adams is going to head this one towards Kane, who flicks it down the line. Matt Carter, also high foot maybe for Matt Carter there. I don't think there was any bad intent meant, but he might have caught the player there, and it looked like it's going to hurt. I think I would have given that one as well, ref, so well done. Good old Carl Dunnage, the ref today. Assistant linesman, we've got Paul Falvey and Jay Frank. So big names here. Ball going to come into the danger area, looking towards number 5 and number 13. Number 13 might have come on for an offside position there. Number 5 wins the flick on, and it's going to be a goal kick. This could be a tight game, Wes. It could be a 1 goal to win the match. What do you think?
Well, there's not been many 0-0s in hashtag history. 2, I think.
Yeah, one was the other day in pre-season, and one was quite a while ago. Well, it's actually against Barrow with the other one. They're both this year, to be fair. Andy sends the ball into the White Ensign half, looking for Richo, but his marker wins their header. And White Ensign are going to come at us again here. We need to get the ball under control because they're causing problems. This man flicking through the middle. Big tackle there from Sam Adams, and that's the Sam Adams we've come to know and love. Matt Carter now running away with it, trying to find Ryan Adams, who is sticking around on this left-hand side. So he has switched with Harry Honesty, but Matt's pass didn't reach him, and it's going to be a White Ensign throw, and we're just struggling to get this ball under control at the moment. 12 throws it into the man to the middle. Good one-touch passing to find number 4. He's kicked it off himself, though. There it was Gavin Pauletti again. Will Part with the throw. Got Ricky Evans and Neil Richmond to aim at. It's going to go to Ricky Evans, who wins the flick. Yep, and it's a hashtag throw. Got some questions from Twitter for you, Wes, as well. I'd like to ask you if you'd be so kind. Let's have a look.
Fire away.
First question comes from Lewis B1406. He says, Wes, why are you so good at booking rooms for the hashtag lads? And he's put a wink after that because I think he's joking, because obviously we've been giving you some stick for some dodgy bookings. Wes, you want to defend yourself? Take your opportunity, mate.
Yeah, good gag, Lewis. I rated the trip if he's talking about Newquay. It was great team bonding.
14-man dorm room.
40-man dorm room. I mean, that's a life memory, isn't it?
Chance here for Hashtag. If we get the ball in the box, it's loose, it's in the middle, gotta be finished by Dan Brown, surely! How has that not gone in? Unbelievable scenes! As Richmond picked out DB for what looked like a pretty standard tap-in. He couldn't get the ball under control, defenders rallied and stopped him from scoring. How has that not gone in, Wes?
It looked like he had half the goal to just slide the ball into. Did really well, delayed the shot, faked it, but they've got behind.
That was us capitalising on a defensive mistake, and we just haven't put it in the back of the net. And I would have put my house, my caravan, my condo. I haven't got a caravan or a condo, but if I had, and the house, I'd put it all on DB to score there.
I'd have put my caravan on it.
Wes, of course, does live in a caravan. He doesn't right now, to be fair. He lives in Essex with me, but probably has spent some time in a caravan, I'd imagine. We all have. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I love a caravan
It's
trip.
just where you station it, isn't it?
Exactly. It's all about location with caravans and houses. My grandparents used to live in a mobile home in Brightlingsea, and they're a team in our league actually. Brightlingsea Regent Reserves will be playing them soon. Unfortunately, my grandparents no longer have the mobile home, so I won't be able to use that one for the away trip. Okay, it's a free kick. Let's get back to business. Come on, Spencer, concentrate. It's a free kick for White Ensign. He's had a lot from that area. It's coming in towards number 10 and number 13. Stampy, though, gets a big head on it. Ricky Evans tries to. It's bouncing in the box. Needs to be cleared as number 5 flicks it high and away from the goal and helped us out. And Richo eventually sends it towards DB. Ryan Adams gets there, flicks it towards Harry Honesty. Defender makes a mistake. Harry Honesty can pounce on it now. On this right side, he's got Matt Carter running off him. He tries to pick him out. Matt Carter does well to use his shoulder to get there in front of the man. Eventually, it's a corner for Hashtag. Better from Hashtag. Whereas this game's just gone up to 11 on the Richter scale.
There's definitely been chances for both teams. Lots of space there. When Harry was out on the right wing, he had Ryan and Dan both back post. So there's chances.
We need to take the next one. We had an absolute gift given to us from DB, and I'd love to get his thoughts on it after the game and find out why he didn't hit it first time, why it didn't end up in the back of the net. As the corner comes in, looking for Ryan Adams' head, but it evades him. Harry Honesty gets it, and he's tried to send it back towards Matt Carter, but he's found a White Ensign player as the ball's flicked back into the box. DB's marker heads it. Ryan Adams chasing down, though, well, stopping any kind of counter-attack for the opposition. Not long left in this first half now. Probably about 5 minutes with injury time. Hashtag have put the ball in the back of the net twice. We should have put the ball in the back of the net a third time, and it would have counted if we did. I wonder what Devs are going to say at half time about those chances. Oh, ref's blown up for something here. There's a little bit of shall we say, macho behaviour for both teams in the middle. Sam Adams and Ricky getting involved. And is that a card that's been shown there? No, he's just calling someone in. Bit feisty, Wes?
Yeah, we're going to see the first ever Hashtag booking.
First ever official Hashtag booking. There's been plenty of others. Sam Adams getting talked to. I think the ref is just trying to cool things down here. I'm hoping he's going to keep his cards in his pocket. Let the game flow. He's having a word with him. I think he's saying, listen, Sam, behave yourself, or I'll have ya. Here's a free kick for White Ensign on the halfway line. That number 13 doing what he does, just lingering offside. He'll come onside in time, I'm sure. Oh, David Limber. We know your tricks, David. But he's a big man to aim at, isn't he? He's an absolute beast. He's got Stampy up against him. He's got a bit of height on him, but Limber's quite a thick man as well, you could say. I mean that in a positive way. I don't mean that as a... I'm sure he's intelligent. I'm saying he's physically... He's a large specimen. Enough about David Limber. He's the captain as well, I do believe, today. For White Ensign. Ball's coming in then. Another free kick. Another chance to put it into the danger area. And he has to come and get something on it. He does. He gets both hands on it. Planting them firmly on the ball. Keeping hold of it. And now sending it long towards DB. And Harry Honesty. He's given DB a little bit of work to do here. He's going to go out for a White Ensign throw. We approach the end of this first half. Still 0-0. Chances for both teams. Most of White Ensign's came in a sort of 3-4 minute period off the back of a couple of corners, and they probably should have scored, but Hashtag have probably had the best chance of the game with that squared ball to DB, pretty much an open goal, and unbelievably he hasn't opened his account yet, despite scoring hello, despite putting the ball in the back of the net twice in 2 different games, both have been disallowed. Maybe when he does get a goal, the floodgates will open. We know what DB's capable of, but still on a duck at the moment. And he's going to send this towards Ryan Adams. Ryan's going to have to try and keep it in. He's good chest control, but the right back gets there after the control and finds his man in the middle. He's going to go to Will Part, who keeps it in, finds Ryan. Strong tackle there from both players. White and Sign come away with the ball. Number 4 wants it outright. Instead, they're going down the middle. Kane needs to deal with that. Flicks it away. Could have maybe gone towards Andy, but it's always been risky, Wes.
Yeah, well dealt with by Kane there. Could have gone back to Andy, but I think he made the right decision.
So it's a throw-in late in the first half and deep in the hashtag half here. Harry Honesty gets a foot to it, and the ref, I think, is going to go high foot for that one. It's going to be another free kick. This has got to be the 7th or 8th free kick they've had. We're giving them a lot of opportunities to whip them into the big men.
I mean, we've dealt with them so far. Stampy's been very composed. It's just them second and third balls that we need to fight for and make sure that we're still aware and still switched on.
It only takes one decent ball and one header, though, to get the goal, and this game could be decided by one goal, as is the tightness of it. And this ball's coming in again, this time, though, straight at Matt Carter, who can head away and find Ryan Adams, who's got 2 men coming towards him. He's sandwiched, but he wins it. And Richo sends it towards the right. Harry can't get on that. What have you made of the switch between Harry and Ryan? Do you think it's working?
I think neither of them have seen much of the ball yet. I think it's a good shout having Harry out on the right wing, Ryan on the left, so that he can cut in and get some shots off. Yeah,
it's obviously going to make our play a little bit less wide, probably less likely to have crosses, more likely to have those kind of inside forward players looking to shoot, with Ryan and Harry. Throw in here for Kane, throws it towards Richo, who gets something on it. It's going to go again, though. It's number 5, heads it away for White and Sign, and then that big man David Limber at centre-back sends it towards the striker, number 9, who gets a head on it, but Will Part is going to get there first and hook it down the line towards Ryan Adams. The right back wins the ball, finds number 10 in the middle, is closed down by Ricky Evans. It's good work from the 10. It's great work from the 10, in fact. Harry honestly needed to get something on that. He didn't. The flag's gone up. The ref has blown up. The player's gone through. He was offside. That's what it was for, which I'm glad they've obviously stopped it, because he went through around the keeper, and it was that man, Dom Locke, who's got 2 goals to his name this season already. But good work from the 10 in the middle, particularly Luke Skinner there. Did quite well, evaded a couple of tackles.
Went past 2 or 3 there. Eventually we got close to him, but he was allowed to put a good through ball to Dom Locke.
So we're approaching half time. Andy sends it towards Richo. It's gone over him, though. It's going to go off for another goal kick. And that's the danger with these smaller pitches, is it can go keeper to keeper quite quickly. Tim Pittman is the goalkeeper for White and Sign today in the purple kit. Hasn't had a lot to do. Has actually made some really good saves. I think he was involved in stopping the DB goal. And DB, what should have been a goal. And also the one that was called off. He got a great touch on it, didn't he?
Yeah, all very close quarters, short range stuff.
Tim Pittman then sends it high for a White and Sign header, but Ricky Evans wins it. Sends it back.
That's what Ricky gives you in the middle there that we didn't necessarily have on Tuesday. Someone winning those headers, winning those tackles.
When you compare, imagine Matt Carter and Tekkas in centre mid as we had on Tuesday, compared to like you and Ricky together in centre mid. It's a very different type of centre midfield, isn't it?
I wouldn't describe it as total football, that's for sure.
Oh, that's got to be a foul. That's got to be a foul, ref. Real Put's been pushed over. Ball's coming through. Is he onside? Oh, wow. Right on half time. I think there was a foul there personally. Will Putt was going to get the ball and he was pushed from behind. And then they found that man. It's that man again, Dom Locke, with his 3rd goal of the season, who apparently was onside. Good finish from him, to be fair, on the right foot, on the left of the box, just going past Andy.
Yeah, a couple of marginal decisions. Was he offside? Was that a foul before?
But when he got the chance, he took it well, didn't he?
Very nice finish in the bottom right-hand corner.
So he said he was the main danger man. Are they a little bit lucky to have the lead in this game? I'd say it would have been fair to go in level at half-time. And that is a goal right before half-time, which is a terrible time to concede for hashtag. But as it stands, it is 1-0 to White and Sign. The ref has let that play on, and it's hurt hashtag. Kane on the ball here at right back, sending it down the line towards Ryan Adams. Flicked into the box towards DB, trying to get it under control. Ref, is that a penalty? DB's gone down. He's not having it. I'm trying to call it. Oh, okay, the ref plays on despite the lino putting his flag up. Harry Honesty back on the left-hand side now. Looks like they've switched back, him and Ryan. Trying to beat his man. Can he whip it in? It's going to be a corner for Hashtag. And there can't be long left of the half. Can Hashtag equalise right on the buzzer? It would change Dev's team talk, which I'm sure has changed already after seeing the White Ensign goal go in. Disappointed to be behind, Wes?
I don't think we deserve to go in behind. But yeah, maybe a small lapse in concentration.
It's a very tight game, that's for sure. And this corner is going to be whipped in by Matt Carter. Stampy in the box, already got one goal from a set piece this season. It goes to DB. Oh, and Richo is there for the flick on, put back in the box again by Stampy. Him and Ricky closing it down, getting the ball back. Stampy going past his man here. Oh, and the ref's blown up for half time there, so it comes to an end in the first half of this game. 1-0 to White Ensign, a very tight affair, lots of chances, some big decisions from the ref, but it is 1-0 to White Ensign. What do you think Devs will make of that half, Wes?
I think there's definitely positives to take. Maybe he'll start having a look at the bench, potentially Couchy, get some balls into the box, but yeah, not great, not bad.
There's the whistle. Ricky Evans nonchalantly passes the ball to Matt Carter, who looks for Ryan Adams, who's getting an elbow in the chin. The ref has given it for the right reason there against Dominic Locke. So we're going to whip one in from this danger area on the right. Matt Carter's going to go over to it. Come on then, boys. Early goal in the second half is just what we need, Wes.
This is a good chance. No takers today, so Matt Carter over the ball.
Go on, lads. Get on it. Go on. Chance. DB. Back stick. How's that not gone in, boys? How are these not going in? And I think, whereas you might agree, I had a good view of it, there was a handball. I think after DB tried to flick it, there was a handball.
I didn't catch the hand. It was a busy penalty box.
Yeah, I mean, if it was, I don't know how much the player knew about it, in fairness, because it came in at pace. But then that backstick chance for Richo. Both lads have missed big chances now, Wes. Come on, surely the next one's got to go in.
Good signs.
Is it, though? Is it good signs? We're not scoring. Good takedown, though, from Richo there. Going to play it back. Oh, dear. Will Putt has not put that one where he wanted to. What a chance. I said if we can score early in the second half, it would be lovely for us in terms of timing and momentum. And we just got close again. And we're creating chances. And if you look at the big picture, Wes, yeah, you are right. They are good signs that we're creating chances against a team that could well be top of the league at the end of play today. But we're not scoring them. What's got to change? Is it just luck? Is it clinicalness?
I think there's definitely a bit of luck involved in scoring the goals. Obviously, the Dan Brown one, not sure exactly what happened there, but like you say, to put your house on him putting it in the net.
I've just smashed my phone, if it makes you feel any better. Literally just smashed my phone up on the Basildon Sporting Village concrete. So it's not a good day for me right now. That's another negative. We're 1-0 down, and I smashed my phone. So 2 negatives, and right now I need 3 positives. 2 to cancel out the negatives, and 1 just so I can have a positive. Why do bad things happen to good people, Wes?
It's just life.
I need a new phone anyway, so I'll be ordering that in the morning. It's going to be a corner here for White Ensign, and if they go and double their lead now, you have to feel really unlucky for, really sorry for Hashtag United, who've had plenty of chances to score in this game, but they're not taking them, and they could be punished here. As the corner comes in, needs to be dealt with, it goes over everyone's head, and it's going to go off for a Hashtag throw. Again, the small pitch and the not very wide pitch working against the set piece taker there. Poor old Devs must be having a heartache and a hernia over there at the same time. It's hard enough for us commentating, and we're not making the decisions, Wes. We just talk about it. We're just the critics. DB gets the ball in front of his man now. That's more like it, DB. Sends it over towards Ryan. Pass doesn't get to him, though. It's intercepted by that fullback, Thando Moyo. And they've got the ball in the middle now. This man trying to get past Matt Carter. He's come back to Thando Moyo. He's going to go back to the big centre-back, David Limber. Sends it down the line. Sam Adams chests it down. Puts it back down the line towards DB. DB wins the header, tries to cushion it to Matt Carter. Oh, that's a ball in behind Sam Adams there. Ref's seen the line-o flag, has he? Yep, he's going to give it offside. Good work from Will Putt to get in front of the ball and stop it being a problem, but it was already flagged for offside. Just talking to some of the hashtag supporters down there at half-time, and the goalkeeper, Tim Pittman, actually went to school with some of the lads that we know. Joe Howe, for example, and he said he's always been a great keeper. I think he was on Leighton Orient's books as a youngster. Played for a lot of different teams, apparently. Now he finds himself here at White Ensign. He's made some big saves. Ball coming in from Andy here. Richo tries to win the knockdown. Matt Carter gets it in the edge of the box. He's got Harry Honesty to his left. Doesn't get it over to him. It was getting a little bit of niggles in the back there. It wasn't deemed a foul. And White Ensign are going to get the ball back again. Harry Honesty. Oh, is he nutmegged? Because it's a fine if he was.
That's £2, isn't it?
They've got the fine list now, the hashtag boys, and money goes towards end of year kitty. DB can get in front of his man here. Richo gets it. Ball roll. Oh, and he just ball rolls it out of play. Hashtag have got to capitalise on this defensive frailty shown by White Ensign time and time again. And yes, to confirm what I was saying, if Harry Honesty was nutmegged, we might need a replay for it. He'll be fined £2, I think. And that'll go towards the kitty, so we'll look out for that. For me, it doesn't count as a nutmeg unless the person gets the ball back on the other side.
Well, that's the panel rules, isn't it?
Yeah, if you just kick it through someone's legs, I don't think the fine should stand. But if they get it back afterwards, which that player did, then we'll see you in court.
How about if you complete a pass with the Megs?
Yep, that's fine too. It's all about keeping possession, which is not something hashtag have done well enough. With very, very high tempo attacks whenever we get the ball, we're trying to get into their box post-haste. And sometimes that works, catches them off guard. We have caught them off guard a number of times. This goalkeeper right now is going to be loving the fact that he's still on a clean sheet, because his defence hasn't helped him that much to get one.
Another chance to put the ball in. Stampy coming up. Sam Adams coming up.
Yeah, free kick from the wide left, taken on the right foot of Matt Carter. Last delivery caused all kinds of problems for the White Ensign defence. Same again, please, from the other side. It comes in towards Stampy. Good clearing header, though, from number 5, Andy George, for White Ensign. And Kane heads it back towards the attacking players. That's a good little flick, though, from number 11. Will Putt gets a touch on it. Comes to 23 for White Ensign, who sends it over to the left-hand side. Number 9, Liam Saul. Flicks it into the box. Andy, though, safe hands, gets it. Let's go, hashtag. Get up, boys. Let's get up for this, boys. Come on. We want some points today. Ideally, plural. As Thando Moyo sends it towards Harry Honesty. He's got Matt Carter to his left. He tries to find Matt Carter, but White Ensign player sends it towards number 9. Sam Adams got some work to do here, as does Kane. They need to get rid of it. As White Ensign have held onto the ball and found Dominic Locke on the left-hand side of the box. Tried to get it past Kane. He gets an important touch on it. And there's a shot! And it's high, wide, and not at all handsome. I got that line from FIFA 98, Road to World Cup.
Kane deciding to go along the line there rather than back onto his strong right foot.
I will be asking you for a man of the match at the end of the broadcast, Wes, so start thinking about that, please.
No standouts at the moment?
No. Ryan Adams on the right side here. He's got Dan Brown inside. Dan Brown looks for the quick 1-2. Ball not enough on it, though. Cleared by David Limber. Sam Adams sends it inside to Matt Carter. Let's keep the ball a little bit. He's going to go back stick, though. Oh, and it's Neil Richmond, and it's deemed offside. And we can't afford to be giving the ball away like that. We're keeping it well, and then a silly offside, which is so avoidable, gives them possession. I've got some more questions from Twitter for you, Wes, if you don't mind, sir.
Please.
Let's see what we've got for you here on my smashed up phone. Okay, next one from Dylan Lee Finney. He says, to me and you, what is your own personal highlight of being in a hashtag shirt? And he says, hashtag don't forget to hashtag it, hashtag come on you hashtag. I'll start with you, Wes. What's your personal highlight?
Am I allowed to?
Go on then.
I would say West Ham Stadium, Upton Park. It was one of the first big stadiums we played in. Had an alright game, but it was hell of an experience.
I should have scored that game. I should have scored in one of the last ever games played at the Bowling Ground, and it's an unbelievable save by a guy called Matt Lawless, who's a journalist for the Mirror. He was in goal that day for Umbro, and I've never forgiven him.
And the other one, probably Fox and Hounds. Came on, it was 0-0 at half-time and made a bit of a change to the game, got the assist.
Ball in from Matt Carter here, flick towards Richo. DB's there, not trying the overhead kick. And we had a foul given against us for I don't know what. And the White Ensign players are complaining about something as well. I think for the original free kick that was given, which did seem a little bit light, if I'm honest. So interesting highlights for you there. You're saying Umbro at West Ham and Fox and Hounds. Okay, not
Wembley, because I wasn't selected for that one.
Did you not play the first game at Wembley?
Yeah, I did, but didn't have a too good game. Got ruined by Ray Parler and was it Letitia? No, it wasn't Letitia. Graham Lasseau.
Graham Lasseau nutmegged me that game.
They've definitely not lost it.
That would be a fine these days. It's a great goal kick from the keeper. He's put Dominic Locke straight through. He tried it first time with the left foot, and less said about that effort the better. But a great setup from the keeper, Tim Pittman. My highlights would have to be the last Wembley Cup, 2017, with the boys, many of which I've known for most of my life, getting the win against the F2 team. Will there be another Wembley Cup this year is the question I'm getting asked a lot at the moment. Well, you'll have to wait and see, won't you? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say, don't plan any holidays in November. Okay, Andy's going to send one into the White Ensign pitch. It could go through. Oh, keeper's done well to get off the line. Clear it towards 23. He's flicked it over the defence. Is it onside? Doesn't matter, because once again, the lack of length on the pitch makes it really hard to pick out an accurate ball over the top. You've got to judge it just right. A bit of backspin maybe. What would you be thinking if you're playing centre mid right now, Wes, in this team, 4-4-2, in this exact game on this size pitch? What would you be looking to do when you got the ball?
I think, when I've got the ball, find a short pass. When I don't have the ball, just stay tight to the man. You can get a bit closer to them because it is a small pitch.
DB's won a corner here for Hashtag. Now, come on, lads. Let's put it in the back of the net and let's get back in this game.
Last training session of pre-season, we did some corner drills, so we're well set. We've got a few set plays to run.
Yeah, the boys are lining up in a line on the edge of the box here. You've got Ryan, you've got Marcus Stamp, Richo in there, Ricky Evans. DB opting to be nearer the goalkeeper, who's currently marked by number 8. Ball comes in. Stampy with the flick! Oh, and he's flicked it away from goal, but he's so close to getting himself a second goal and a second header of the season there. He's a danger in the box, Stampy. You wouldn't want to be marking him.
Joint top goal scorer for Hashtag so far this season.
Yeah, we've got 3 players all on 1 goal. Marcus Stamp, Aaron Couch, and Harry Honesty. Is someone else going to open their account or add to their account today here at the Basildon Sporting Village? I hope so, Wes. I hope so. Ryan Adams heads it back into the box. And it's going to be a Hashtag throw. That's what we like, getting the ball back quickly. It's been a decent start, you have to say. It's always hard when you take the lead in the way that White Ensign did. They're naturally going to come out a little bit more negative second half because they've got something to protect, which we don't. It's good work from Dan Brown. Finds Ryan Adams. Whips it in towards Richo. Keeper comes for it. Oh, and there's no foul there. There is absolutely no foul there, Wes.
The keeper's put himself in the danger area and in a crowd of people.
I think that is a shocker because that ball nearly went in. The keeper came out to catch it, spilled it on his own. It was a great acrobatic effort to get the ball, but no one made him do it. He went to get it, spilled it. It was bouncing maybe even towards the goal, I'm not sure. And the ref's blown up. It's a great cross from Ryan Adams. And that's annoying. It's a let-off for this White Ensign defence, who you have to say are riding their luck right now, much like we were against Hackney on Tuesday in the second half.
Yeah, they're definitely being a bit more negative this half, and it's working to our advantage.
We need to get the goal, though, as Will Putt comes out of defence with it. Sends it over to Richmond, who finds Ryan Adams. Richmond staying wide here, so Ryan can occupy the space down this line. Can Ryan get one in? Turns back. It's a tackle, and it's a throw for Hashtag. Come on, lads. Let me get a nice close-up view here of Kane, the new right back here. Number 2 today. See what sort of throw-in he's got in his locker. He's got Richo to aim at. Sam Adams also making a run, interestingly. And he wins the flick. And it's towards the goal. And did that just stay on?
That stayed on.
Now Sam Adams got some running to do, though, because he's left Stampy on his own. Stampy, the ball's gone over him. And he eventually lets it go out of play. Yeah, I mean, you have to say right now, at least, and it's early in the second half, but White Ensign really just relying on a long ball from the back, mostly from the keeper, trying to cause us a problem. But there's always a chance that will happen, and they'll get the 2-0, and they'll have something to protect, even more. So we need to get this goal as soon as we can.
Route 1 is working for them. They've had a few opportunities getting in behind the defence, so just need to stay switched on for that long kick from the keeper.
Andy with the ball at his feet here for Hashtag. Sends it into the path of Neil Richmond, and what a touch that is. And he's got a foul, and that's right on the edge of the box. This is a shooting free kick. Now, this is where you wish we had Tekkers, because if Tekkers, he would love this. And we're trying to take it quickly, and that should be a yellow card, really, by the laws of the game. He stopped us taking it quickly. I'm not sure the ref's going to apply that rule today. But yeah, from this zone right now, you'd love to see a Tekkers free kick. We haven't got that option. Matt Carter is standing over it with Ricky Evans. Now, you'd think it's time to shoot from one, would you not?
I think so. I don't know what we were thinking, potentially going short there, but great opportunity to get a shot off on goal.
Well, I think it showed the lack of confidence in the striking options that we tried to go short. But Matt Carter is standing over it, looking like he's going to hit it. And what a way to announce yourself on the Hashtag United team than with a goal here from Matt Carter. Come on, Matt. Get us the equaliser. Keeper Tim Pittman just organising his wall. Matt Carter is going to strike it. He's hit it and it's deflected away from a wall, which looked maybe less than 10 yards away. If I'm being a little bit pernickety about it, I know. Oh, it's a good challenge there from Richo to get the throw in for Hashtag and stop them clearing it. Come on, boys. You can't fault the effort. We're trying very hard. The work rate is there. Just hasn't quite clicked, Wes.
Lots of pressure from the Hashtag lads. It's been all us since this half kicked off.
Okay. Matt Carter's got the throw. Throws it in towards Sam Adams, who's staying up at these set pieces a lot at the minute. Comes back to Matt Carter. Is he going to go back to Sam Adams? He's trying a little bit of skill to beat his man. He's done well. He does whip it in eventually towards the back stick. Oh, but Tim Pittman can come and catch that one. Still got a clean sheet to his name here. He'll be buzzing if he finishes the game with one. It's a long kick again. Defence needs to talk to each other as Sam and Stampy both come. Sam needs to clear. He's kicked it straight to their player. Don't concede from this. Well done, Andy. Big save. What's going on there? The ball's gone through the middle. I don't know if Andy could have maybe come and got it and let them both off the hook. But Sam and Stampy not talking, clearly. Yeah,
great save by Andy. I think that's the problem of having a back four or a back two that's not played together much. Don't have that communication.
Shout out to Andy, who hasn't had a lot of work to do this game, but when called upon then made a big save. Because if they'd gone 2-0 up there, it would have been a real demoraliser. Still could though. Oh, it's another save from Andy. As the ball's been flicked towards the goal, and he had only 2 or 3 yards to think about that one.
We've seen some good saves this season from Jacko and Andy, but I think that one takes the biscuit.
Well done, Andy. You've got the biscuit there. He'll be disappointed, Andy, because he likes to keep clean sheets, as all keepers do. And he'll feel a little bit hard done by that it's conceded, but he's clearly doing his very best to not let us concede a second. Another corner, though, for White Ensign. Another chance for them to double their lead. It goes towards the back stick, and that man was picked out, and he was free. Hit it on the right foot volley. Luckily for Hashtag, it was off target. It's another let-off. We need to put the ball in the back of the net now. Goal kick from Andy. Sent towards Harry Honesty, but it's gone off. It's not a very wide pitch. Andy needs to be careful with them to keep them maybe a little bit more central, or else the risk is they do go off. White Ensign with the throw in then. Oh, got away with that touch there. Stampy, though, comes and gets something on it. If you're Devs now, what are you thinking, Wes? Would you look at substitutes to introduce someone?
I don't think you want to disrupt the pressure that we've had this first half, but I could see the benefit to an addition like Couchy coming in, putting some balls in the box, Richo getting on the end of them.
Good work there from Dan Brown to close the man down. Hashtag throw in I'm nervous, I'm not going to lie, Wes. I'm feeling these games, you know, like emotional roller coasters they are. Even these ones where there's not been a lot of goals. So much action, so much opportunity. Oh, Sam Adams does very well there to play himself out of trouble with 2 players coming at him. Risky strategy, because if it had gone wrong, it would have almost certainly been a goal for White Ensign. Marcus Stamp sends it towards Ryan, but the pass goes short. And it's not dealt with very well, though, by Thando Moyo, sorry. We need to get that ball off the net. Hey, we've got a chance here. Ryan Adams puts it towards Richmond, and the pass is just not quite accurate enough. We're lacking that touch of finesse that's going to help us get through.
I think Ryan had a bit more time there than he thought he had.
It's Thando Moyo on the ball on this left side. Goes back to the centre-back, David Limba, who sends it towards the striker, but Sam Adams wins it. Dan Brown trying to take it out of the sky here. Players calling for a handball, not being given. And it's John Hillard on the ball in the middle, number 23. Can be dealt with by Kane at right back. Now we've got a chance here. Neil Richmond hits one on his left foot. Gets a second go at it here. Falls to Matt Carter. Trying to get it on his right foot clearly. Left foot though! Big chance for Matt on his less favoured foot. And it was good work from Richmond, who tried the left foot volley himself. Got a second go when the ball came back. Found Matt Carter. Matt Carter was patient. Tried to get it on his right side. Went for the left foot shot just wide.
Yeah, some great chances by Hashtag, and that's what I mean about Matt Carter getting up, playing around the box. He's got the composure and got a good shot off.
Yeah, it was a high shot in the end, and the keeper wasn't tested, and that's been the story of us, really. We've not tested him enough. He looks a decent keeper, and I'm sure he's got some big saves in him, but we need to find out. We've had a few bits of bad luck in the box with flicks and efforts not quite going our way, potential handballs not being seen, fouls given against us, but we need to score. We've had chances that should be goals, and we can't blame anyone for them but ourselves. Andy's going to send the ball down the line, looking for the head of Richo. David Limber wins it, but heads into his box and puts his defence under trouble. Again, though, David Limber wins the second header against Richo. Stampy needs to win this one. He goes with his foot, though. I'm not sure how good a decision that was, because he's put it straight in the path of Luke Skinner, who's running forward now. Oh, it's a good recovery tackle from Stampy, but it's still Luke Skinner. Sends it out to this man on the right, whose touch lets him down. And again, Hashtag getting away with bad decision-making at the back. Matt Carter takes the ball past his man here. Come on, Matt. Bit of magic, please. Finds DB. DB sends it over to Ryan, and that defender, Thando Moyo, is always there to intercept them. And he's got running forward now, and he's got number 20 to his left. Is it number 20? 23, sorry. John Hillard. John Hillard finds a man in the box here. Luckily, his touch lets him down. I think some of the crowd were calling for a penalty, and I don't know what they've been smoking. But it's still 1-0 to White Ensign, as ACW sends it towards DB and Richo. They're very close to each other there. It's going to be a Hashtag throw-in. Wes, do we start to panic yet?
Not yet. Plenty of time left. I see Couchy's doing a bit more of an intense warm-up on the side, so maybe we'll see him enter the pitch soon.
Debris unable to win the flick on there. And the White Ensign defence pick out another pass to this man, number 11, Dominic Locke, who's already got the goal from this game. It's a nice turn back inside. He looks a player, doesn't he, Dominic Locke? Finds number 8 in the middle. That's Jake McKee. Poor pass, though, to Harry Honesty. Harry Honesty had quite a quiet game, Wes, would you say?
Yeah, he's not really been given the opportunity to run at the fence and get down that wing.
Matt Carter heads it towards Harry Honesty there. Oh, it's a good tackle, though, from David Limber. And he's put someone through on goal here against Sam Adams, who needs to deal with it. Number 9's through! Oh, no! It's a second goal for White Ensign. It's come out of nothing. Defensive clearance, lumps towards the number 9, Liam Saul. And it's a one-on-one with the keeper, and that's what every striker wants.
Yeah, disappointing goal to concede that. Seemed to come from nothing, like you say. Maybe Sam could have got him behind and covered the goal, but shame.
So 2-0 now, and Hashtag could have easily had 2 goals in this game. I still don't feel like we're being outplayed. I don't feel at any point like we're being outplayed. We've been our own worst enemy in terms of not taking the chances when we've got them, and you have to say, if we're going to give White Ensign some praise, they've taken those chances when they've had them.
2 chances, well, 3 or 4 chances, most of them being on target, and 2 goals come from it.
It's a real test of character now. It's going to be a long old season, this, and none of these results are by any means fatal, but I'm interested to see how the hashtag boys respond, because straight from our own kickoff, we've given the ball back to them here. Heads need to not drop in this sort of situation. Matt Carter, though, losing the ball in the middle. And they could be through again here. Andy needs to come and get it, which he does. We're better than this. The result is not telling the full story of the game, and it's a lack of clinical finishing which has hurt us today. Yeah, Devs has got some thinking to do, because he's persevering with this strike partnership of Richo and DB. They've had 2 games now, and neither have scored a goal. Good tackle from Ryan Adams to get the ball back. That'll stop them going forward at least. It will be a White Ensign throw-in. Goals for Liam Saul and Dom Locke today for White Ensign, who will be sitting pretty at the top of the table if it stays like this. Still plenty of time for hashtag to get into it. Almost half an hour of action to be played. DB were pushing the back there, but he's not going to get that one from this ref.
Andy just trying to rally the troops, get the spirits up again.
Kicked out the hands there by the keeper. He's got great distribution, but the pitch is working against him too long. And AJW, or ACW, is going to get a chance to send it to one of our boys as he goes long towards Richo. Richo, just such strong defending there from David Limber. Richo's good. Richo's good in the air. Good at those battles, but David Limber's won most of them today.
Richo does very well when his back's up against the defender. Very strong player, strong on the ball.
He's won that one towards DB, but that man again, David Limber, who for me would be one of the nominees for man of the match right now in terms of the defensive shift he's put in, has got there ahead of DB. And now Harry Honesty, who we need to see something from in this game. If we're going to get it back in it, whips it in towards the back stick, towards Richo, who doesn't get it, but Ryan Adams is there! Swings a foot at it on the volley, but misses it and finds Matt Carter. And Sam Adams has got a man coming at him. He's going to whip it in. And it's going to go straight to the keeper, that one. Sam Adams is down, needs to get up. Sam, come on. Again, another chance that's gone missing for hashtag with a good ball from Harry Honesty on the left foot. Richo couldn't win it, and then Ryan had a chance to swing a foot at it, but nothing came of it. Aaron Couch is going to be introduced by the looks of things. He's getting ready to come on. Who do you think he's going to come on for, Wes?
I think it's probably going to be Harry. Not seen a lot of him this game. I don't think we've necessarily played to his strengths. Maybe more a game for Couchy to get on, put some balls into the box.
Yep, Harry Honesty is the man going off. I can see the number 7 being readied by the, I'll say the 4th official, but I don't think we have a 4th official at this level. I think it's just a sub doing it. Oh, maybe not. Board's not come up just yet. I don't think he's going to do the sub just yet. So actually a drinks break that's happening at the moment. We're 20 minutes into the second half now. Maybe more than that. Can't be a lot more than that. Not quite 25. Sam Adams getting some treatment on the floor is what's causing this hold up. And that is, if you're going to make a complaint about Sam Adams, you'd have to say he does sometimes struggle to see games out.
In chapter 1, it's not often we saw him for 90 minutes on a pitch. Has some problems with the knee sometimes. I'm not sure what it is Stevie's treating right now.
We've got Rich Beck and Fry on the bench, both capable obviously of coming in at centre-back. It looks like Fry actually is... Oh no, is that Couchy? That's Couchy getting ready, just changing his shirt again. So I think Couchy is going to come on.
I think that looks like Fry actually. Couchy's got his bib back on.
Oh, so okay, the swap for Couchy has been put on hold, and it is Fry that's going to come on. I imagine straight swap for Sam Adams, who won't be happy that he's not been able to see out a game. We'd have to see it back, but potentially you'd say at fault for the second goal for White Ensign. You know, it's horrible to say, we've got to be ruthless now. There are people to blame. And one of the natures, if you're watching the highlights here, they don't show the good defensive work. And Sam actually hasn't had a bad game. I'd say he's been pretty solid at the back. But one mistake in this level can cost you and cost your team. So Sam will be disappointed with that. He's going to get subbed off for Farai Singano, who's going to come on at centre-back here. And it's a shame for Sam because it's a big chance to make yourself a first-choice centre-back in this team. Like I said earlier, I don't think Devs has really cemented that back four yet. And clearly it's coming back to bite us. It's important to stress, we're missing captain Jack Harrison and Tom Williams, who will both almost certainly be starters in this defence. That's two of a four-man defence. It's a large part of it, Wes.
And it's another pairing at the centre-back that I don't think we've seen before, Farai and Stampy.
Yeah, correct. Two lads in there, both relatively new to first-team football for Hashtag. Farai's only made a couple of appearances for us. Played right back in a friendly against Tilbury. And he did come off the bench for Jack Harrison when Jack got injured in the first game. And I think Farai went right back and Stampy got moved inside.
Played a couple of pre-season Sunday League friendlies with him, and he's been putting in some very good performances there, very composed on the ball.
Yeah, this is actually his first game playing for Hashtag in his actual position of centre-back, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on today. That's the thing with this football. Every time someone gets injured, it's a chance for someone else to come in and stake a claim, and this is a good opportunity for Farai now.
You'd have to imagine he'll be fired up, and he looked very good against Tilbury, really fighting for the ball, looked good on at right back.
Keeper needs to come and get that. He's come late, and he eventually got there, though. We need something just to give us an injection of life, and maybe it is an attacking substitute that Devs could do, because something's not clicking. We started so well. Ever since they got the second goal, it's taken the wind out of our sails a little bit, and we need to get that wind back. And Kane could be the man to do it as he runs down this right side, but again, also had a good game, I'd say. This left back, Thando Moyo, has got the ball first. Ricky Evans on the ball. That's a good tackle. And they look like they want it more right now, Wes. They're first to every ball. These 50-50s are not getting one all over the pitch now. And it's disappointing to see. That's not a great ball from the 9 there, Liam Saul, who got the second goal. But they look like they want it more, Wes, and that disappoints me.
I mean, if we're not playing great football, we need to be winning the battles, doing the ugly stuff right. Off the back of Richo there, fallen to this number 14. And they're keeping the ball well, White Ensign, at the moment.
We just need a little bit of luck to fall our way to get us this goal, and I think we can still get back in this. I do. I'd love a penny for Dev's thoughts right now. What's he thinking? Because he's not come here and seen his team be beaten. Oh, is it a double substitution? Interesting.
An
Looks
exciting
like
one.
Couchy and Morley could be coming on, and it's going to be Ryan Adams who's going to be taken off for Couch. So I'm assuming Couch will just slot into that right side. Ricky Evans takes the armband for the remainder of the game. And it's going to be DB as well subbed off. So in one fell swoop, he's taken off two of probably the most famous Hashtag players, the most prolific players from Chapter 1. Is that a sign of just how big a step up we've made to this level, that these guys who were scoring for fun in earlier days have been subbed off now?
I mean, combined, they've got, close to 100 goals maybe?
Yeah, not far off at all. Probably about 95 goals between them. But it's a big chance for Aaron Couch and Charlie Morley. Charlie Morley's only had 20 minutes or so of football in that first game against Little Oakley. Didn't get on against Hackney Wick. And obviously Aaron Couch, who's probably hoping to be a starter in this team if he can get a bit of game time under his belt after going away last week. Richo wins the flick on. Looking for Harry Honesty, who I think's gone up front now. So I think it's Harry Honesty and Richo up front. And it's Charlie Morley on the left, Aaron Couch on the right.
Charlie's one of the players I've been very impressed with pre-season. Definitely stepping up and definitely has the potential to be able to play at this level.
He's trying to run on the ball. You can tell he's looking to inject some pace and some energy into this team. And it's Aaron Couch now on the right, the other new substitute. Goes inside. Nicely done from Aaron. Uses his left foot to try and pass it into Richo. A little bit too high. Headed away by the number 5, Andy George. And that's what we needed. We needed someone to come on, a couple of people to come on and just get us going, because we were looking like we thought the game was over. Kane throws it into Harry Ayres. It's been stamped on his foot, I think. Put back in by Kane towards Charlie Morley. He needs to get it under control. He's got Will Putt behind him if he needs him, and he finds him. Will Putt crosses it in. First time left-footed pass. Not dealt with properly. Richo gets a foot to it, and it's a massive save from the keeper, and it's another chance that's not been put in, Wes.
Richo going for the toe poke, got it on target, but the keeper got a foot to it. Good save.
It's just a catalogue of, I want to say errors, but missed opportunities for Hashtag in the box this game. Honestly, it's the most chance I think we've created in any game this season against a team that's top of the league. We probably could have had 4 goals today on another day. As the corner comes in, needs a header. It's headed away though by White Ensign. It's going to be a Hashtag throw. Richo's on it. He's got Stampy to aim at and Farai in there. Stampy, oh, it's that man though, David Limber, winning everything at the back today. Kane's going to throw it in. Richo takes it down nicely. Trying to do some kick-ups in the box here. Get it over to Stampy maybe. Eventually cleared, but only as far as Kane. His touch was heavy, but it comes to Stampy. Stampy into Aaron Couch. Couchy also doing some kick-ups and overplaying perhaps at a time when we need to be efficient. Farai puts his ball over to the left towards Charlie. He's going to endeavour to keep it in, but can't get there. What's your head say? Not your heart, Wes. What do you think's going to happen in this game?
I think we need a goal in the next 10 minutes if we're gonna salvage a point from it. But yeah, we've kind of lost the momentum we had at the start of the half.
We have made all our substitutes as well, all 3 made. Farai, Charlie and Aaron introduced. We've probably got about 15, maybe 20, 25 minutes left to play. So any injuries now would be a disaster because there's no one to come on.
Yeah, we've not seen Devs utilise all his substitutes in previous games, so he obviously saw that there was a change needed in this one.
Okay, free kick for Hashtag. Goalkeeper's going to take it. We're 35 minutes into this second half, in fact, so 10 minutes left.
So yeah, we definitely need to score in the next 10.
Chance for Harry Honesty! Yeah, you're right, I was actually doing my maths wrong on my watch. Thought we kicked off at 15:15 second half, but we kicked off on the clock roughly, so on the hour. Yeah, so we've only got 10 minutes left, Wes. We've got less time than we thought, mate. You guys at home, you're seeing the timer in the top corner. We're not seeing no timer, pal. We're doing this old school. We've got a sundial. That's all I've got is a sundial next to me. Where's his head? Ball into the box, headed away by David Limber. Story of the game. And it's not looking good now for Hashtag. As 23 runs away with it. John Hillard goes inside to the striker, finds the other one, Liam Sewell, who got the second goal. Back to number 8 now. Harry Honesty, though, can nip in and get the ball with a nice first touch. He needs players running off him, though. He's only got Richo to aim at. No one else up there. We're looking tired, Wes. What's going on? It's great work from Harry, though, to make this space. Eventually crossing one back into Richo. Richo's first touch is good. Hits the shot, and it's another save from the goalkeeper. Oh, that one, you have to take your hat off. You have to take your hat off to Tim Pittman and say, surely he's in line to get your man of the match, Wes.
Yeah, Harry didn't have much support at first there, but he did a good job holding the ball up, squaring it back to Richo, and Richo's done fantastic there, deserved a goal.
And we've created more chances throughout the game, there's no doubt about it.
We could have had 3, 4, 5 goals already.
What are you putting that down to? Obviously it's been poor finishing, but why?
I can't put my finger on it. I think it's a bit of luck gone against us, maybe not 100% sharp enough at the moment. A few more games under our belt and they'll start going in.
Number 23 is going to get subbed off here, I think, for White Ensign, and he's been a good player, I thought, this lad. He's had a good game, John Hillard, but he's going to get subbed off here, I think, for Labona Wyatt, number 19. It's coming on. So fresh legs introduced for White Ensign, and they are in control of this game right now. 2-0 up with less than 10 minutes left. It would be an amazing comeback if Hashtag were to get something from this game now. And Richo gets that ball from the throw-in. Goes back to Kane at right back, who passes it straight through to number 12, Chris Howard. Goes out of play though, and Hashtag can go again. Come on, get a goal. First thing you've got to aim for now is a goal. Get your goal, then we build from there. Obviously, we'd love to get a second as well, as Charlie Morley tries to spin off his man.
We got to go for it. No point thinking about goal difference at this point in the season.
There's just no way on the balance of the game and the chances made we should be losing. As the ball comes in from Will Pert, I don't know what the flag's up for. What's the flag? Oh, it's gone out of play apparently. It's gone out of play apparently. That's a shame because we need all the chances we can get right now. And they're not in any rush, are they? Let's face it, White Ensign. They're in no rush to take this, and I don't blame them at all. We'll be doing the exact same thing right now, as their right back's going to eventually throw it forward. It's going to be headed back by Charlie Morley. He goes through to Richo eventually. If Harry Honesty can get off him, it goes back to Charlie instead. Charlie whips it in towards the back stick, looking for Aaron Couch, a little bit too much on it in terms of towards the keeper there, who comes and claims it again. And he's had such a good game, this keeper, particularly in this second half, pulling out 2 huge saves. Just imagine if they'd gone in, Wes. It'd be 2-2 right now.
Yeah, Morley swinging it in with his left. We know he's good with both feet. Could have cut inside, had a shot there.
And you've got to take, at this point in our journey, and it is a new journey, it's a new adventure, you've got to take positives wherever we can find them. And the first game, we had some positives. We got our first goal in the league level. We had the lead. We missed the penalty to go 3-1 up. There was clear positives to take. Second game, we got our first point, even though if on the balance, you'd probably say we didn't deserve it. I feel like karma might be coming back to get us here because we deserve to get something at least from this game. I'd argue, in terms of the chances created, we deserve to win this game. And we're going to probably lose it. What are the positives we can take, Wes?
I mean, the positives, we're coming into a league that we know very little about. We don't know the standard. We don't know what our standard's at. So I suppose the positive is we're competing, first of all. But yeah, it's how long can you be satisfied or take positives from not getting the win and just competing? And
it is a longer wait to the next game now. It's a week on Saturday, our next match against Wivenhoe away. Whereas, obviously, when we lost last Saturday, we had the game on Tuesday immediately to get back out there and put things right, which to an extent we did by getting a point. But now it's going to be a long week for the hashtag boys, and it's going to be an interesting social tonight with the lads. I'm sure will be pretty down and will be trying to drink away their problems as opposed to celebrate. We've given a free kick away here. It's a hard one to take this because it's one thing if you go and play a team and they just outplay you and you think, you know, well done, these guys are going to win the league, they're great. But that's not been the story of this game, Wes. It's really not been. And I wouldn't be surprised if their manager, Brett Munyard, has some strong words for the boys after the game for his team to say we're quite lucky, because they have been lucky, haven't they?
I think they'll definitely be happy with the scoreline based on the performance and the chances that we've had.
And they will be top of the league, and it'll be interesting to know whether they'll still be top of the league come the end of the season. Because if they're in that sort of area and they are one of the better teams, I'm hopeful for our chances. You know, I'm hopeful. It's a shame because we had 7 pre-season games against good level teams and we did well. And I was hoping that would be the adjustment period we needed. But it turns out it's not, and we're still in a bit of an adjustment. That's a good ball there from Ricky Evans trying to find Charlie Morley in behind this man who needs to deal with it. And actually does quite well. The linesman actually pushed towards the corner flag, to flag for a corner first, and then changed his mind. I'm not sure if that's because he actually changed his mind or he saw the ref flag for the goal kick and he didn't want to disagree with him. But I think it was a goal kick, in fairness. And it's a real hard result to take, this one. To not have scored after the chance we've had is criminal, really. And these goal kicks are causing us problems, you know. We're not dealing with them from the back. And the back has been getting some stick, and I'm sure they will in the comments for this game. You know, people saying the defence isn't good enough and whatnot. But the attack have to take some blame for this one, because they've had chances and they've not taken them, Wes.
We've got to be scoring more goals. We can't just rely on not conceding any, because at the moment we are conceding some.
Charlie Morley with a chance to stretch his legs out on the left side here. Goes back into Aaron Couch, who's playing right mid, but finding himself in the middle of the park for some reason. And he loses the ball, and now Farai's got a bit of work to do. Is he going to try and get back to Andy? He does. Andy deals with that. What's the ref giving here? Because technically, if he's given a free kick to White Ensign, he's going to send him off. Is it a yellow?
It's a yellow.
Okay. I mean, it was last man, technically. I don't know what... Was it after he kicked it back to Andy there, but it seems a bit harsh.
I think because Andy had the ball, it wasn't a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
But it's a free kick in a good area for White Ensign, and they've really not had many chances. A couple of saves made from Andy in this second half, and obviously the goal. But now they've got a free kick in probably a shootable area, you'd say. Number 10 standing over it. It's Luke Skinner. Wants to get in on the goal-scoring action for White Ensign, who are surely feeling that the points are wrapped up now. There's not long left at all. Is it number 10 or number 11 that's going to hit it? I think it is 10, Luke Skinner. Shaping himself up. Got 4 men in the wall there. Skinner hits it. Over the wall, straight at Andy, though, who catches it. Now, let's get up there, boys. Charlie Morley throwing his hands in the air, asking for the ball. Harry Honesty up front. Neil Richmond needs to get up there to support. And Andy sends it towards Charlie, but it's headed away by number 5, Andy George.
And at this point, do you go all out? Do you send Andy up for corners? How much do you commit to the attack?
Depends what Devs is thinking about goal difference, like you say. That's a nice flick there for Charlie Morley, who beats his man. He's going to whip it in. Aaron Couch at the back stick. Should get it here. He does. He's bouncing still, and he's closed down by the defender, Thando Moyo. Aaron Couch does a fake Rabona there. I'm not sure it's the time or the place for it. Whips it in towards Charlie Morley, who gets something on it. Looks for Harry Honesty. Harry Honesty trying to get the ball under control. Swipes at it on the left foot, and it's not the best shot, Wes.
Morley getting on the end of that one. Doesn't win many headers, but I would put my money on him being the biggest jumper in the club.
Yeah, no points for us today, but Charlie gets the jumper award, so enjoy that one, Charlie. You have to say, Charlie's looked to him get involved in the play since he's come on. He's looked lively.
It's always difficult coming on when we're 2-0 down, desperate for a goal, but he's doing what he can to make it happen.
Interesting to see what sort of team Devs goes with in the next game against Wivenhoe after this result, because he'll be disappointed. Sent forward then by Tim Pittman, the goalkeeper, headed away by Stampy. The good thing is, next game against Wivenhoe, we should have Jack Harrison. We might have Teckers. We should have Tom Williams. So it's going to be a different lineup, whatever happens, I'm sure. We're going to have at least 2 new people coming into the lineup. And let's remember, guys, Jack Harrison was made captain for a reason. He's one of the most solid players we have in defence and midfield. And we've not had him for most of the season so far. He's played less than a half of football. That's going to be a big bonus when he returns. The thing is, even without him, we've done well today. We've done really well.
Yeah, Jack's done fantastically well since slotting into that centre-back role. He's got the footballing ability. We always utilised him at centre mid. But yeah, missing him big time today.
Okay, hashtag. We're not long left. I'd love to speak to the ref and find out why he played 6 minutes injury time in that first half, because, you know, if that goal doesn't happen, this game's completely different. It's completely different. That goal changed everything because of the timing of it and because of the nature of it. Harry Honesty getting himself in behind here, keeping it on and flicking it back to Charlie Morley, who gets a chance to whip it in. It's a flat knuckleball almost delivery. Oh, and Kane's misjudged that one, but finally gets to the ball. Oh, no, and this player's going through. Stampy gets there first, though. Charlie's going to try and keep it on. Unable to do so. What have you made of the 2 new fullbacks today?
Not much has gone down the wings for White Ensign, but they've looked pretty solid. Not bad on the ball. Maybe Matt's had a bit more to do than
Will.
Sorry, Will's had a bit more to do than Kane.
Yeah, I don't know who Matt is.
No,
Like
I don't
Carter.
know. Yeah.
Okay, goal kick here for Andy. Not long left. Ricky Evans needs to win it. He doesn't. Comes to Will Putt. Sends it towards Harry, who's looking to get the ball in behind rather than be, stuck in aerial battles, because it's not his strength. Stampy needs to try and get this ball back. Farai now going to come forward and close it down. Going to go off for a throw. It's a hard one to take, this one, Wes. It's a hard one to take. Could have been so different, this game. We could have been sitting here having won against top of the league 2-3-0 with the way it's gone. But this is football. It's only one game. We're here to stay. We've got plenty more chances to put these games right and these results right. Richo flicks it towards Charlie Morley. Charlie Morley looks to find Harry Honesty, whose touch gives it back to White Ensign, and that guy's done very well there, number 5, Andy George. And they're just playing for time now. They're just trying to send it long. They know they've got the 3 points, I think. Farai is going to send it out towards Aaron Couch, who needs to try and keep it in. It doesn't do it, and it's just a story of hashtags game. We won't shy away from addressing the issues here on this commentary this season. If we're bad, we're bad, and we'll call the boys out who've been bad. I don't think that's been the case. I think we had a couple of moments of poor defending, but we have attacked well and created chances, and it's really not taking those chances that's cost us the game. And that's a free kick against Hashtag, and I can't explain that one to you. This hasn't been a terrible performance, and that kind of makes it worse. It makes it worse that we should have got points from this game based on how it's gone, and we haven't. In a way, I'd rather them come and just been so good and we just took our hats off and said these guys are quality. But they're beatable, Wes. We're going to get them at our place at one point this season. Hopefully we'll do better. If the ball comes into the box, the third goal would be really unfair at this stage. I think maybe this keeper thinks that it's 50-minute halves because he's gone long on both halves here. The player manager, Brett Munyard, is asking the ref to blow up from the sidelines. Ball comes through to Neil Richmond here. It's gone off though. Throw in for White Ensign. We're going to throw it down the line, and the ref's going to blow up pretty soon, I think. It's going to come through to Farai, who takes a touch. Oh, he sends it over to Kane, but he puts it in front of him, and it's a bit of a hospital pass now. Number 19's got a chance. It's a substitute. Labona Wyatt, who came on, he's played it back to Dom Locke, but he's been pushed off the ball by Aaron Couch. And it's flicked forward by Matt Carter towards Harry Honesty. That's definitely a push in the back. You can see that coming a mile off there from the centre-back. He knew exactly what he was going to do. Maybe we lack a little bit of that centre-back. You know, the old school.
Bit of rough and tough.
Right, let's get a goal back, boys. Matt Carter, put that sort of delivery you put in at the start of the first half. Let's get someone on the end of it. It's the ball. It's headed away by White Ensign, though. There's two players gone down for Hashtag. Ricky Evans and Stampy, I think, have collided. Ricky's up, but Stampy's still down. No subs left, and there's no time left, really, so he'll have to see it out or go off, and we'll play with 10. Stevie CB just coming on to check it. Is it a head injury? I think he's just been knocked for 6, bless him. Got to be careful with these sorts of injuries, though. Concussions are not a laughing matter. It might be worth just getting Stampy off for the rest of the game, as we've got so little time left. White Ensign will be buzzing with this result. 7 points from 3 games. Probably should have 9 points based on how their first game went, and that red card they got changed everything in that first game. So they probably should be unbeaten in this league, and no one's unbeaten. There's one team that's before today hadn't played a game yet, and we'll know shortly how they got on. So they're the only team that could have a perfect record after this weekend. But White Ensign probably should, based on the results they've had. But then they shouldn't today, really, should they? They shouldn't really be getting a win today, in my opinion.
They'll definitely be happy with this, especially missing their main striker, who's suspended. So yeah, it was if there was a time to beat them, it was today, and it felt like we've done enough. It's just not gone our way.
Tim Pittman's going to send it forward from his box now. It's very, very high, and it's not been headed or dealt with. And it ends up going straight through to Andy. It actually goes out of play. That's how high and long that kick was. And then short the pitches.
Can't have that bouncing in the box, though. Got to get something on it.
I just don't think they fancied it. It'd gone so high they didn't want to head it, but that's criminal. It's criminal. Jack Harrison standing behind me. He would have put his head on that. Farai takes a touch here. Flicks it towards Aaron Couch. It's a good pass. Curran Aaron, deliver for us. He's got Matt Carter approaching the box. Flicks it in towards Harry Honesty, who tries to roll it across his body and get it on his left foot, but needed someone probably to try and take it on the right there. And the ref blows up for full time. 2-0 to White Ensign in a game that probably should have resulted in at least a point for Hashtag United, maybe more with the chances created. Fair play to White Ensign, who rode their luck at times, took their chances when they got them, and they'll be top of the league now after this. Hashtag will be sitting somewhere near the bottom with 1 point from 3 games. Wes, how have you found this one?
It's been an experience being in the booth. Yeah, not a bad performance from the lads, but unfortunate to not get any points out of it, I think. And
have you got a man of the match? It's obviously got to be a White Ensign player.
Probably the 11.
Oh, really?
Dom Locke.
Dom Locke, okay.
Their first goal scorer.
Yeah, he was lively in the first half. I would have gone with the keeper personally. I would have gone with Tim Pittman after the saves he made. But it's your decision, Wes, and you've gone with Dom Locke, who is one of the top goal scorers in the league now. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening. I've been Spencer. Thanks to Wes as well for joining me. We'll be back again with another game next week, and hopefully we can improve the results. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. And until next time, don't forget to hashtag it.